I'm here with Willy from Willy's Carbs and Dyno. Now, Willy, we're looking at a 604 alcohol carb here. Is that correct?
Yes, we are, Kate. These calibrators are specifically calibrated for the 604 engine. They are very high vacuum at idle, and these things with low compression, we go and add alcohol to the system. It helps the cylinder pressure so much, helps the restarts, builds torque, horsepower in the engine. Obviously, alcohol is going to help the cooling effect, so now we can run less fan blade, which is going to quit tugging on the motor as much. So that's an easy way to make horsepower, is get rid of some of the excessive fan that we used to run on gas motors. So these things are down on power in the first place. These are ways to aid the torque and horsepower output of these engines right here.
Fantastic. And what do you recommend for maintenance regarding, especially with an alcohol carburetor? I understand there's some special procedures you want to do.
Well, through the maintenance on these here, what we do is we spray all the throttle shafts after a night of racing, and we lube each one of the pump cams and such on them. But we coat the carburetors, so alcohol is so corrosive, we coat the carburetors inside and out, and what that does is seals up all the pores of the alloy, keeps them from corroding. You've seen carburetors in the past, they're all corroded up, they look like they've been in a pond, and they just they start scaling. This thing here looks just like this here for years and years. One of the advantages to our carburetors is we have this external patented metering valve device, and what that allows you to do, if you need to richen or lean the carburetor or change the jets in the carburetor, you just do it externally. We have a nut driver system here. We just come over here to the metering valve and we can rich and lean the carburetor just by clicking it on the outside here. So now we don't even have to take the carburetor apart at the racetrack or at the dyno or wherever and ever take a chance of getting the thing, dirt and debris inside of it, or getting something, you get it apart. A lot of times you rip gaskets, you don't have replacements on hand. This allows a racer to easily adjust the mixture in the engine without ever taking it apart. He can do it right before the feature event and without having to spend much time.
That is a fantastic innovation, really makes things easier. And you mentioned it was a click system. I saw it kind of click that it had different stops, that it's not just smooth.
Yes, each click is 4 thousandths gain or loss in the mixture, be the same as taking the float bowl off and changing the jet 4 thousandths, either bigger or smaller. You've got 5 adjustments per barrel. And then I also like to point out our throttle stop system here has a return spring assembly not only on the primary, but it's the only one of its kind that offers it here on the secondary, because the only thing that shuts the secondary is a wind-up spring from Holley that goes on the throttle shaft. This here aids the secondary to shut, and this is one of the big issues out there. After you go race a few laps, the secondary doesn't want to shut all the way, and the motor wants to idle a lot faster, carries you into the corner deeper, and messes up your whole racing program.
Wow, thank you so much, Willy, for checking out. That's our Willy's 604 alcohol carb.